Welcome back. So now that we have routing up and running, let's try and actually use it. So what I need to do is when I click this anywhere in the blue square right here, I want to kind of navigate to last. And when I click anywhere in here, I want to navigate to Ole's detail page. Now, so what will happen is when I click this guy, it should change the URL automatically and go to / maybe 2 if that's the ID. And then it'll show me here with more details, right? So that's what we're going to try and do. But right now, we don't have any click event. So when I'm clicking, nothing is happening. So let's start out by making a click event. Let's jump into the code here and have a look at what we actually have right here. If you open up the customer list HTML page right here, there we go, this file right here, you'll see that we have the app customer, meaning this guy right here that shows the customer, right? Now I want to, when I click this guy, I want to do something. And the way you add a click event, you can add just like this, not uppercase, lowercase, click like this, and you just do an equal sign, and you just have to put in some kind of method that you want to activate when you click this guy. So let's put in details like this. That's just going to be the method that I'm going to generate. Now, it doesn't know details right now because you need to define it in your Typescript file. So I'm going into the Typescript file here, and I'm going to create a new function right here called details. There we go. Now the details, all I'm going to do is just console and log clicked for now. Oh, single quotation, remember that? Clicked. There we go. So I'm just going to, this is just to test if the click event actually works. So there we go. Now whenever I'm clicking a guy, it should show me clicked in the console. Let's try and jump back to the browser right here and start clicking. Click, 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 click. Notice here it actually counts. Click, 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 click. And it doesn't matter where I click, it'll click for me, right? So there we go. Now that actually works. Now I also want to know who I actually click, right? It's not enough just to know that I clicked somebody. So we need to extend this right now. I need to, when I get this guy, I need to actually get a customer from the outside of the type customer. And I'm going to say, when I click this guy, I want to be told who I'm clicking. So I'll say clicked plus first name, right? So now I know who I'm clicking. And I'm going back to my HTML now because the details, it doesn't know that anymore because it needs a customer to do this. I just told the function right here, if you want to call the details function, you need to actually have a customer from the outside send in. So what's the problem? Well, we don't have a customer right here, or do we? Yes, you do, because you're using an NG4, meaning that every time you're creating one of these guys, you have a customer available. So I'll just copy the cust. Let's just actually call it customer, because that's just, seriously, that's just more readable. And then put that inside the details right here. So now we're sending in every time I click, I'm calling a function in the TypeScript, and I'm sending in the customer for the guy I just clicked. And that guy in the TypeScript will then be grabbed here, and I'll say clicked, and then put in the first name of the guy I clicked. Let's see if it works. I click Lars Bilde, it says click Lars. Clicked Ole, clicked Ole, click Lars, click Lars, clicked Ole, click Lars, clicked Ole. That's a funny game. Click, click, click. Okay, I'll stop now. The last thing I kind of want to do this lesson is actually I want to add an ID to my customer, because right now I cannot say I want to show the ID. I can actually only show the customer first name, last name. So let's just go to our shared folder, the customer model, and just add an ID here as a number. Now, to avoid this breaking right now, I'll just put in a question mark right here saying you are allowed to add an ID. It's not, you don't have to do it, but you could add an ID. Now, why do I do this? Because in some cases we don't need an ID actually. It's just, for instance, when we generate a new customer, we don't need an ID. So I'm putting in the question mark here saying that the ID is optional. You can put it in there, but you don't have to, right? So let's try and see what happened now actually if we go back to our component and add the ID here, because now that is available because it's TypeScript, and now the customer knows that he also has an ID because it's the customer model I'm building right here. Sweet. Let's see if the ID is actually available. Is it? Do you think it is? Let's try and click. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. It is available. Why? Because it's already, it was there from the beginning. I got all the JSON, I just didn't use it yet. So now we just added the ID to our model. We just made a click event work. We have details. We're ready to actually redirect next lesson to the right page. See you next.